Welcome to video 22 in our AI.powered research series. Today we're addressing a challenge that's become increasingly urgent: how to write an AI disclosure statement that satisfies journal requirements while accurately representing how you used AI in your research. Here's the situation. More and more journals now require authors to disclose any AI use in manuscript preparation. Nature, Science, PNAS, and hundreds of other journals have implemented these policies. But here's the problem: they tell you to disclose, but they don't tell you exactly what to say. The result is that researchers are either over-disclosing, listing every ChatGPT interaction even when it was just grammar checking, or under-disclosing out of fear that admitting to AI use might bias reviewers against their work. Neither approach serves you well. By the end of this video, you'll have templates for different levels of AI use that you can adapt to any journal's requirements. You'll know exactly what to disclose, how much detail to include, and how to frame your AI use professionally. Let's clear up the confusion. Let's understand why this is such a confusing landscape. Journal AI policies vary dramatically. Some journals want a simple yes or no declaration. Others want detailed descriptions of every AI interaction. Some prohibit AI use in writing but allow it in data analysis. Others allow writing assistance but prohibit AI-generated ideas. Making things more complex, these policies are evolving rapidly. What was acceptable last year might violate current guidelines. Journals are still figuring out what responsible AI use looks like, and their policies reflect that uncertainty. Then there's the fear factor. Many researchers worry that disclosing AI use will make their work seem less original or less rigorous. They've heard stories of reviewers who are skeptical of any AI involvement, so they're tempted to minimize their disclosure or avoid it entirely. This fear is understandable but misguided. The academic community is moving toward transparency, not away from it. Researchers who disclose AI use appropriately are seen as ethical and thorough. Those who hide it and get caught face serious consequences. What you need is not avoidance but precision. Say exactly what you did in terms that are accurate and professional. Here's the solution: disclosure templates for 3 levels of AI use that cover the vast majority of research scenarios. For minimal AI use, which includes grammar checking, spell checking, and minor language polishing, use this template. The authors used AI-assisted tools for grammar and language editing of the manuscript. All substantive content, including research design, data analysis, and interpretation, was performed entirely by the human authors. For moderate AI use, which includes literature synthesis, writing assistance, and code generation, use this template. The authors used AI tools in the following capacities: specific uses. All AI-generated content was critically reviewed, fact-checked, and substantially revised by the human authors, who take full responsibility for the final manuscript. For extensive AI use, which is less common but increasingly relevant for some projects, use this template. AI tools were used throughout this project for specific applications. The methodology section details our AI integration approach. All outputs were validated through verification method, and the human authors maintain full accountability for all claims and conclusions. These templates give you a starting framework. Customize them based on your actual usage and your target journal's specific requirements. Let me break down what different publishers actually require. Nature journals ask for a declaration of any AI use in the author contributions section. They want to know which AI tools were used and for what purpose. They explicitly prohibit AI from being listed as an author. Elsevier journals require disclosure in a dedicated statement, typically in the manuscript acknowledgments. They distinguish between AI use in writing versus analysis and want specifics about both. Springer Nature follows similar guidelines to Nature, requiring disclosure of AI tools in manuscript preparation and emphasizing that authors remain accountable for accuracy. The American Psychological Association requires disclosure for any AI writing assistance, but encourages the use of AI for data analysis when properly documented. PNAS requires a statement about AI use, but has been relatively permissive about appropriate applications like grammar checking and figure preparation. The key pattern across all publishers: transparency is required, human accountability is emphasized, and specific details about how AI was used are preferred over vague statements. Check your target journal's specific policy before submitting, as these guidelines continue to evolve. Let me walk you through a practical template approach that works across different journals. Here's a fill-in framework you can customize for your specific situation. The basic structure starts like this. During the preparation of this manuscript, the authors used and then you insert your specific AI tool name, whether that's ChatGPT-4, Claude, Gemini, or another tool. Then you continue with for the purpose of and describe your specific tasks, such as grammar editing, literature organization, or code debugging. You conclude with, after using this tool, the authors reviewed and edited the content as needed and take full responsibility for the content of the published work. That's your foundation. Now let's talk about making it more detailed when needed. Instead of vague descriptions like literature organization, get specific. For example, you might write, we used Claude to categorize 47 papers by methodology type and synthesize key findings. All categorizations were manually verified, and 3 miscategorizations were corrected by the human authors. Version numbers matter more than you might think. AI capabilities change significantly between versions. Writing GPT-4 Turbo rather than just ChatGPT provides meaningful information for reproducibility. If you used AI in data analysis, describe your verification process explicitly. Something like, statistical code generated by AI was validated against manually calculated subsamples before being applied to the full data set. The key principle is precision over vagueness. Statements like AI assisted with various aspects of this work don't satisfy disclosure requirements and may actually raise reviewer suspicions. Reviewers want to know exactly what AI did and how you verified it. Remember, the more specific you are, the more confident reviewers and readers will be in your work. Here's the impact of proper AI disclosure. When you disclose AI use clearly and professionally, you position yourself as an ethical researcher who understands emerging norms. Reviewers and editors are increasingly seeing non-disclosure as a red flag. If your writing is polished and you don't mention AI assistance, they may wonder what else you're not telling them. Clear disclosure also protects you if questions arise later. If your AI use is documented in the published paper, you have a record of what you did and how you verified it. This transparency is your shield against future accusations of misuse. Proper disclosure contributes to the developing norms around AI in research. When researchers accurately report how they use AI, the community can develop realistic expectations and appropriate guidelines. Your honest disclosure helps shape policy for everyone. Most importantly, meeting disclosure requirements correctly the first time means your manuscript won't be delayed by editors requesting additional information. Incomplete disclosure is increasingly becoming a reason for desk rejection or revision requests. Get it right from the start with clear, specific, professional disclosure. Let's summarize the key takeaways from this video. First, journal AI policies vary but are converging on transparency. Most major publishers now require some form of AI disclosure. Understanding your target journal's specific requirements is essential before submission. Second, use the 3-tier template framework. Minimal use gets a brief statement. Moderate use gets specific descriptions. Extensive use gets detailed methodology documentation. Match your disclosure level to your actual AI involvement. Third, be specific, not vague. Name the tools you used. Describe the specific tasks. Explain your verification process. Vague disclosures raise more questions than they answer. Fourth, emphasize human accountability. Every disclosure should make clear that human authors reviewed all AI outputs, verified accuracy, and take full responsibility for the final work. This is what journals and reviewers want to see. Make AI disclosure a standard part of your manuscript preparation checklist, just like formatting references or preparing figures. Here's your takeaway to remember. Disclosure isn't about apologizing for AI use. It's about professionally documenting your methods, just like you document every other aspect of your research process. The researchers who thrive in the AI era won't be those who hide their AI use. They'll be those who use AI effectively and communicate that use clearly. When in doubt, disclose more rather than less. Include the tool name, the specific application, and your verification process. This level of transparency is never penalized and is increasingly expected. In the next video, We'll explore what data should never go into AI tools, essential knowledge for protecting sensitive research information. If you found this valuable, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. This video is part of a series based on the book Impact or Invisible: Surviving the Data Age with AI by Angel Reyes, available on Amazon. Thank you for watching. This video covered just one concept from Impact or Invisible: Surviving the Data Age with AI. The full book includes comprehensive frameworks for AI-powered research, step-by-step protocols, copy-paste templates, and strategies for researchers at every career stage. Get your copy on Amazon today and transform your research workflow. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos in this series.